Hello everyone, it's Dylan from YuGiOh Everything and welcome to the YuGiOh 7's pre-show and watch along. For those of you that are new to this segment, welcome. We highlight everything you need to know 22 minutes, usually about 25-30 minutes before YuGiOh 7's episode actually airs live in Japan, and then we watch it. The link to the episode is down below in case you want to watch along with all of us. Let me get the chat box populating. I always have to do this manually, so there's not a big blank thing in the bottom left. There we go. Chatbox boy. And obviously I am joined by Kate. Kate, how you doing?
Good. How
are you? Good. So Kate probably will be joining this segment going forward. She no longer has to work Friday nights until an ungodly hour of like 8 p.m. Going forward, it's like 8:30 to 4:30.
Yeah.
So
my hours are much better with that.
Yeah, and Kate should be able to get here pretty much consistently going forward at before 6. So that'll be really exciting. And yeah, we're going to give our thoughts. And we have everything you need to know about Mimi versus Yoshio going into that episode. And if you have not picked, you can send your email to the Pick'em League. That'll populate in the chat in one moment. Make sure you get your pick in before the episode starts. I have to update the standings. I will be doing the standings update this weekend. And of course, because we did not do a 7's Up, we will be making our picks, and I have the picks of Nick T, Pete, and Calibro, the rest of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything panel. But let's just get into what you guys need to know for this episode. I'm going to do the old switcheroo. Boom. Here are the preview images that we have. So these came out earlier in the morning, the 4 images that we normally get. Top left, we have obviously the crew that will not be dueling in this episode, obviously observing, most likely rooting for Yoshio. But what's really interesting is there is an apocalyptic battlefield. It's the same battlefield that was there when Yoshio dueled Rook, when Rook defeated Yoshio. So clearly Yoshio is going to have an advantage of getting the field spell onto the field and being in his home territory, which is definitely a good sign for Yoshio. You see Yoshio in the top right, actual Yoshio, kind of a nervous, like, you know, hand on the back of the head with a thumbs up thing. We know this episode is going to be all about Yoshio trying to find his path in life, trying to find his purpose, which I think is an episode or a theme. Let me actually play a little bit here. Here we go. Okay, we didn't have music. I was like, we need some music. So the music's kicking in. It's not a true pre-show 7's Up or Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s until we get Envoy in. But yeah, that's something that I think a lot of us can relate to. Finding a purpose in life, finding out what you want to do with your life. And as a mother, as a parent, of course, I'm not a mother or a parent. I don't think I'll ever probably be a mother in my life. But as a father down the road, I would say, I can't speak on behalf of parents, probably the thing that you want to see the most out of your child is them succeeding in life and them doing what they want to do with their life and loving their life. Yes. And so that's why this is such an interesting episode, and I think it could be one of the more relatable and more humanizing episodes that we've had so far, because we do have mother versus son, even though, yes, Mimi is a very memed character because of how young she looks. She is a mother at the end of the day, and she is going to be dueling her son incognito. And if Mimi wins and Yoshio is disposed of the way that Schrodinger the cat and Ghetto were disposed of, then Mimi has indirectly killed off, you know, not really killed off, we just don't know where they are, her own son on behalf of Goha. That could lead to Mimi kind of switching teams here. So there's a lot of really, really interesting dynamics going on. In the bottom left, probably early in this episode, we see Yoshio and Mimi having a conversation back at the apartment. And then in the bottom right, I'm really not sure what to make of that. Mimi looks like she's some swordstress. She has her sword in the ground with a Goha laptop. That's probably going to be a comedic scene. I wouldn't look too much into that. But those are the 4 images we have right there. And now we're going to go right into the summary for this episode. So, get rid of that, pop up the summary. Here's the summary, and again, this is the episode airing in literally 18 minutes. It's tough being an adult. Yoshio went underground together with Yuga and his friends. Yoshio was having trouble figuring out what his dream should be. He wanted to discover his dream through a duel, so he volunteered against one of Neil's minions. As it turns out, he'll be dueling against Mimi, one of Goha's executives. Yoshio begins the duel against Mimi, unaware that he's dueling his mother. Mimi herself is dueling against her son in order to help him out. What will the outcome of the battle between the bubble era and post-apocalyptic decks be? So another really cool thing is, remember, Mimi's monsters were odes to these older monsters, right? We got a younger Diane Keto, we got a mystical elf, we got Canon the Swordsmaster. We might see another timely 15, 20-year-old legacy iconic monster be glammed up in this duel. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. That could be a cool perspective from a monster point of view. And then, you know, I mean, Yoshio's deck is the best thing in the world. You got all these animals riding on motorbikes and tanks in this apocalyptic setting.
Puppies.
So, yeah, puppies riding on, you know, dirt bikes. So, like, we got two pretty cool decks going up against each other. I'm really excited about that. I see my boy Matthew Neaton. I haven't worked with him in a while. An old Hilton coworker.
Oh, that's Hilton Matt?
That is Hilton Matt.
Hi, Hilton
Matt, I love you, dude. Thanks for coming by. Thank all of you for coming by. And to everyone who's donating, thank you so much. I cannot tell you how much it helps me out. We will be reading all of the donations after I go over what I need to go over, right before we get into the watch-along portion, so within the next 12 minutes or so. The cast list. Yuga, Rook, Gakuto, Roman, Mimi, Yoshio, Neil, Teacher, extras. Nothing surprising in the cast list, but again, we have another situation where it's a very hard duel to predict. This might be one of the hardest duels to predict.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm going to make my pick. My pick is Mimi. I'm picking Mimi.
I don't think that she'll be able to beat herself.
You think she's going to throw the duel?
Yeah.
That's a big theory that a lot of people have going into this. Yeah, that she's going to throw the duel.
Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet.
You still have 10 minutes. The thing is, Team Yuga needs to start losing, right? If we are going to do this, you got to get to 5 or 6 losses. Team Yuga needs to start losing. And this is the best time for a Team Yuga member to lose. It's Yoshio. It's a character that I think a lot of us have kind of forgotten about until this episode summary came up last week. It seems like a perfect spot for him to lose. So that's the reason I'm picking Mimi, because I think you have to start racking up losses for Team Yuga. But, Mimi probably knows what would happen to her son if she loses. Yeah. But also, does she value her job so much to the point where she knows losing might ruin her entire Goha career? So that's the thing. It's a battle between growth in your job, a job that you have worked your ass off to get, and we know Mimi has had to outwork all of these other people to get to the spot that she has gotten in Goha, and you have also the perspective of her being a mother. Yeah. So it's hard. You would want to think that your motherly and paternal perspective will outweigh your job and income one, but at the same time, if you lose your avenue of making an income and making a career for yourself, you might not be able to support that son. So, it's very tough, and I really do hope they kind of go into it, because I think this could be a very deep episode with the dialogue, and with certain wants and needs and decisions, especially if Yoshio maybe learns he's dueling his mom. Yeah. Midway, that's another aspect that could happen. I don't think it'll happen. Yuga might start putting 2 and 2 together, that this is Mimi, but I don't think Yoshio will realize it.
In that picture, though, in one of the preview pictures, I'm going to go back to that real quick.
Yeah.
So you can clearly tell it's Mimi, and that's in the middle of the duel. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but the way that's set up with the Goha laptop and a sword, that's some sort of imagery play and flashback. I don't think that's in present. Okay. I think that's just in the moment kind of flashback scene. We have new images. We'll do the new images first. And again, make sure you get your picks in. YuGiOHPickEm@gmail.com. So thank you for letting me know we have new images. I'll analyze them real quick. And then we're going to read the wild episode 21. You don't even know episode 21.
Yeah, no, I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I mean, wild episode 21 summary. So let me find this, these new images. I'm not going to look at them. I don't want to look at them. Okay, let's see. Here's the new images. Again, episode airing in 13 minutes. So, kind of got cut off there because the words are so long. But you can see what you need to say. Top left is interesting. Dude, that is a really sick monster. Top left is probably Yoshio. So what's interesting here is Yoshio, in that moment, it looks like Yoshio is dueling without his getup on. Because remember, Yoshio has a costume and Mimi has a costume. That's another interesting dynamic at play. But again, that could just be an in-the-moment thing. But Yoshio looks a little banged up. He's got dirt on his face, which is your typical anime way to show damage physically. And he's got a sick monster behind him. And then Yoshio in the bottom left. That's something we knew for... Actually, the top right and the bottom left were images from the preview. So the top right and the bottom left are not new images at all.
No.
The top right, that was a shot we got from the preview at the end of 19. The bottom left, that was a shot we got from the preview at the end of 19. So the only new images we have here are the one in the top left of him and his ace monster, Yoshio and his ace. And then in the bottom right, where Yuga, Gakuto, and Roman are smiling. Could be in the beginning, could be at the end. What I wonder is if it's at the end... It almost looks like it's a happy ending. And if it's a happy ending, you would think probably Yoshio wins.
Yeah.
And Mimi chooses her son over her job. But I will say, Kate's still making her prediction. I picked Mimi. I do not feel confident in it. I'm surprised so many people have picked Mimi because I do not feel confident with it at all.
I'm going to pick Yoshio.
Kate's going with Yoshio. Calibro, Nick T, and Pete all picked Mimi. So everyone picked Mimi. I mean, almost everyone I've spoken to has picked Mimi, which is really surprising. But I'm picking Mimi because of the sole factor that Team Yuga has to start racking up losses unless they just don't go down that path. Or that path continues for the next 50 episodes. But I am sticking with Mimi. It's such a 50-50 duel. And I'm kind of... I don't know, even though I'm picking Mimi, I'm kind of rooting for Yoshio. This is the hardest duel to pick. I mean, this is harder than Yuga versus Roa, and I didn't even pick that one right. So I'll go Mimi, but I don't know. This is tough. It's tough. Anyway,
tough. I'm not confident with my pick either. But I don't know.
Here's the 21 summary, and then we're going to read some donations before the episode airs. This summary is absolutely wild. Encounter with Noodles.
What?
Men to Nosuga. A chance encounter with Noodles. Yuga and his friends went underground searching for the Haven, the place where Neil is located. They were exhausted and hungry. Following a delicious smell, they eventually stumbled upon a flashy ramen restaurant filled with Goha employees called Cosmic Catering. And the one who's serving super delicious ramen is an alien named Sirocco. Since ramen is involved, Menzaburo is also there, kicking off yet another ramen duel. So it is a weird... I mean, that might be weirder than the massage chair. The cast is Yuga, Rook, Gakuto... Remember, okay, hold on. Before I read the cast, this is an underground ramen shop that Goha employees only know about that is being run by an alien, meaning that Goha is completely okay with an alien... Aliens have come to this city, and Goha knows it, and they're working in cahoots with the aliens. So, it gives you Baryon flashbacks a little bit from Zexal, even with GX, with the, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has done it before, and we probably should have expected that aliens were going to come into play at Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens at some point. Whether that's going to be a major plot point down the road, I really have no idea. But we're literally going to an underground, hole-in-the-wall ramen shop that is being run by an alien named Sirocco.
Alien ramen boy.
Alien ramen boy, yeah.
I had to.
So it's your initial thoughts on that?
What the F?
Yeah. Could be a kid in a costume. Could be a kid in a costume. But anyway, the cast is Yuga, Rook, Gakuto, Roman, Menzaburo, Advisor M, Noodle Sirocco, Maki Tsushiko, Ron's Renosuke, so Gakuto's friends, Goha employees. Note, Advisor M is also voiced by Mimi's VA, so it's likely just Mimi in disguise. Also, yes, Sirocco is the official spelling. So what's weird there is they are referring to Mimi as Advisor M and not Mimi. That's kind of weird. Yeah, Advisor M is Mimi because it's the same voice actor.
Yeah.
Unless she's voicing two different characters, which I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh's ever done before. Or actually, no, Yuya and Yuri. So it has happened before, but it's probably Mimi in disguise. But it's just weird that that's her name and not Mimi. Because I feel like there have been episodes where Mimi has not been in non-costume Goha form, and they've not referred to her as Advisor M.
What episode?
Well, oh, maybe not. Yeah, maybe every episode Mimi's been in, Mimi has been both.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. So maybe this just kind of says that Advisor M is Mimi when she doesn't leave her costume or her outfit. Yeah.
Uniform. Her Goha uniform.
Her uniform. Right.
Not her costume.
So this is a weird episode. Something to look forward to next week. And what sucks is actually next week we are going to be vacationing for the weekend. So there will not be an episode 21 pre-show. There will not be an episode 21 watch along next week. So unfortunately, this is an episode I will not be able to preview and live react with you guys for, but that's all right. You can catch my review on it, and we got Sevens up as well. So, but yeah, that.
I don't even.
It's weird, man. I mean, it really is weird, but it's just as this show goes on, it gets crazier and crazier and more unpredictable in like what nonsense they're gonna throw at you next, and that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't really mind that. Like, there's no predictability. Like, even in this episode that's airing in 6 minutes, I never saw this duel coming.
No,
I never saw Mimi versus Yoshio coming, and I never saw Ramen Boy versus a ramen alien who's running a Goha underground shop.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really predict what's going to happen in this show, and for someone like me, I think that's great. I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah. It keeps you on your toes, and it's always interesting.
Yeah.
I guess.
There's never a boring moment.
Exactly.
Yeah. Whether that's good or bad, I guess is another debate. But there's never a boring moment. I'm gonna read. We got a few donations, so thank you guys so much. Let me go back to the main screen. With so thank you guys for all the donations and the comments.
Chat box again.
Usually it's good, but let me do it again. Episode airing in just 5 minutes. Come on with this damn chat box.
Hello?
Chat box isn't working, so there's just going to be an ugly blank screen there. Big thank you to TNX Rail for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Thomas. I really appreciate it. Hey, Dylan. King of Doors. Theory. Neil lies. It's his team needs 6 losses. Not told them so they won't throw the match. Oh, that's interesting. So, Neil... But then what would Neil get out of that? What would Neil get out of his team losing 6 times? So you're saying you think Neil knows that his whatever team loses 6 times, something happens. It's an interesting theory. I mean, maybe. I mean, Sevens has done so many wild things, but to be honest, I really think that today is the start of Team Yuga losing. And I think next week, I know a lot of people are going to want to pick the Ramen Kid over the Alien. If Yoshio loses this, I'd be hesitant about that. Because if Yoshio loses, that means they are definitely playing into the 5 losses. And then Neil versus Yuga with 1 more loss to go angle, in my opinion. And I think that there's a very good chance Ramen Boy might actually lose. But we'll see. Jack Knight, thank you for the $5 super chat. Jack, you're great. Just joined the Discord recently. Hey, Dylan, how's it going in class? Online, currently doing work. I'll be listening. Good luck with your work, man. And weekend's almost here, so look forward to that.
And I just want to say, Watermelon Boy.
Watermelon Boy. Yep, no Roa in this episode, but that's okay. Chris Raiders, Vincent, thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm very excited for this duel, leaning Mimi, because Team Yuga needs a few losses. The result will probably decide who wins next week. I completely agree. To me, if Yoshio wins, then I think there's a good chance the Ramen Kid will win, because they're clearly not in a rush to give Team Yuga these losses. Yeah. But, that remains to be seen. But I completely agree with you there, Vincent, and thank you so much for the donation. The next 2 are from Nicholas Horton, 2 5-pound super chats. Nick, you are fantastic. Thank you so much for basically the 10-pound super chats. The title of Sevens has to have a meaning. Previous Yu-Gi-Oh titles have. Well, Vrains did, Arc 5 did, Zale did, 5Ds did, GX kind of. It was just the next generation. Yeah. And Usually the meanings, but I think the meaning is there. I mean, I think 7s is the number that is going to triumph 6. 7 is 1 greater than 6, and 6 is Goha's number. 7 is Yuga's number. So I think that the meaning kind of is there a little bit, Nicholas. But I do agree, that is a good point, that every show does, the name of the shows usually do have the meaning, and I'd like to think it's a little deeper than, oh, it's the 7th Yu-Gi-Oh show, YuGiOh Sevens. I'd like to think it's a little deeper than that.
I think there's a deeper meaning to it as
and
well.
as Davis said, great point, 7, 8, 9. Don't forget that. And Dylan, I sent you a link on your Twitter, Manga Dex 7's Manga Chapter 1. I do plan to react and to review the first chapter of the new YuGiOh 7's manga. So thank you for that link, Nicholas. I will definitely check it out over the weekend. And thank you for the donations. Thank all of you guys for the donations during the YuGiOh 7's episode 20 pre-show. You're all amazing. And the only reason I could afford equipment like this, you see the camera and the quality of this stream, I love doing that with my gangly fingers, is because of you guys over all the past couple of years. So thank you. And we are a minute 58 left. Any winding down thoughts here?
I'm not confident in my pick, but
You have a minute to change it.
I know, but
You can change it. It's a weird week. Normally with 7's up, we lock in.
Yeah.
But you can change it this week. I mean, I've told everyone they can change it. I could even change it. I'm going to pick Yoshio. No, I'm not. I'm picking Mimi. But you can change it if you want. You have 90 seconds. I want to hear.
I'm gonna switch to Mimi.
You're switching to Mimi?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Kate's switching to Mimi. So everyone on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything panel is picking Mimi. I'm surprised. I don't know, man. I think there's a very good chance Yoshio wins. I really do. But we will see, man. We will see. Make sure you submit your picks. You literally have 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
So you probably
Send it in.
won't get in, but you have to pick quickly. Any emails that come in after like 6:32, I can't accept. But let's see. I think I might be rooting for Yoshio. I'm not even kidding, even though I picked Mimi. Like I don't know. I think I'm just I don't know who to root for. I'm kind of unbiased in this, and that's what I like. Like it's not like it's Yuga versus Yoshio, you know?
Yeah.
That's what makes it so interesting.
Yeah.
Another really interesting thing, actually it's not interesting. Mimi's on the left side. Normally the bad character is on the left side, so never mind. That's to be expected. We're loading up the episode here. You're probably going to hear a little bit of it. I'm muting the desktop audio. We have 25 seconds. The link to watch along with us is down below in the description. So please. So please click that link, follow along. I know some of you will leave. I will be live again in probably like an hour and a half with Barrett Letty. Barrett Letty is on his way from New York. He's coming to the studios here, and we are going to be live in Evening with Barrett Letty Part 2. That'll be a little later on tonight. So I'm sure I might see a few of you in there. But if I don't, have an amazing weekend, everyone. What's going on?
I don't know. I was trying to X out of the things, but you could do that too.
You got to be quick, otherwise it doesn't load. All right. And to all of you staying on, thank you. The episode is airing. You are going to hear. It's unavoidable because of the mic setup. We had to kind of rush this setup. So it's unavoidable. You guys are going to hear the audio a little bit. That's okay. Get rid of these dragons. Dragon boys.
Dragon boys.
Alright, episode is not started yet. Here we go. Here we go. Episode 20. Let's go, baby. 20 episodes. That's crazy. And I knew this scene was going to be at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Knew it was going to be at the beginning of the episode. Quick intro, already in the opening. Very quick intro. Kind of surprised about that. Thought there was going to be more dialogue between mom and son. Now let's see if we can catch the opening changing. Last time I caught the Karibo swapped with the Karibo swapped out for that elf girl in the transition scene. They always do like little changes, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. But because they changed it last week, I'm not expecting much. It would be cool to see Neil added to that ending sequence. You know, when Roa was really making his moves in the show, they added a lot with that Roa sequence, but
Yeah.
kind of surprised that they haven't really done anything with Neil. Yeah, we do have confirmation that this arc is ending after episode 26. So December 4th is when this arc is ending. Good chance the opening will switch at that date, but we'll see. Rush. Oh, look, it's the turtle this time.
Oh my god!
They keep changing the monster. It was Blastoise. They keep changing the monster. So that time Blastoise was the transitional shot.
Bloop. Turtle boy.
You're probably not topping that song. Song's a little too good. They keep changing the monster. That's so funny, man. There's gonna be like 10 different versions. Oh, that's the dad. Oh my god, we're gonna see Mimi's husband. Remember,
I didn't think he existed.
I didn't think he existed either. I didn't think any parents existed outside of Mimi's. We're at commercial. It looked like the dad. Yeah, it looked like the dad.
It did.
Cal.
Cal.
We still have not seen Gakuto's horse. We have not seen Roman's guitar Gundam. So
Guitar Gundam.
it looked like it was the classic, we're going to show his body but not his face.
But you did see his face.
You saw the neck, but you didn't
No,
see...
you saw his face.
You saw facial details, like the eyes?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that. I must have missed it.
Unless I'm losing my mind.
That could be the teacher. The teacher is on the cast list. Might not be the husband.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about the cast list. The cast list has been wrong before.
Yeah.
Otis spoke a couple episodes ago. Yeah, it's going to be the teacher. It's not going to be the dad. It's going to be the teacher. That's right. If Mimi gets caught... Yeah, it's the teacher. It's not the dad. If Mimi gets caught by Yoshio, Yoshio will know it's his mom.
Yeah.
Mimi had a bubble era deck. She used the younger Diane Keto, the mystical elf. Remember, Yoshio idolizes Rook. You gotta remember that.
He is cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a couple years younger than them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just called Rook his brother. I'm pretty sure Nissan, right? That's brother.
I don't speak
I'm
Japanese.
pretty sure. I've heard that phrase so many times. And of course, the floor where they're eating their lunch just sucks them in. That's what happens. Neil literally has this whole town hacked. Well, so Mimi took the initiative and wanted to duel Yuga. I'm surprised. I really thought Mimi was starting to turn the other way.
So did I.
And maybe she has some ulterior motives here. But she's the one that's initiating the duel. I don't know, man. I don't feel good about this pick at all. I do not feel good about this pick at all. So they remember her from the Roa duel, which is smart. I mean, she was there. I think all four of them want a piece of her. Now they're arguing.
Yeah.
Now
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. I don't think four-way rock, paper, scissors works.
It doesn't.
That's really. Oh, they all did scissors and Yoshio did rock. Yoshio wins. Jesus. Stream's buffering. It's okay. I think it happens to everyone. Happens a couple times. Again, we have a good chance to see another like iconic monster in younger pop era form. Or bubble era form.
What? Oh.
I remember Calibro, I just want to say, Calibro picked him over Rook. People forget that. That will probably be the worst pick that any five of us have made.
Probably.
So now Mimi goes from wanting to defeat Yuga to now having to defeat her son. I don't know. I think the momentum right now is with Yoshio. The voice change is great. Like, he really does have an intimidating voice if you don't realize he's a, 3-year-old kid.
He's not 3.
Come on, let's see some more. Let's see some more bubble era monsters. That looked like Rapunzel. Rapunzel's chariot. We know that one. Horses. Yeah, that's Rapunzel's horse, isn't it? Cinderella's horse. Well, you know who I'm talking about. Is it Cinderella or Rapunzel?
But no, Rapunzel doesn't have. Neither of them have horses.
There's absolutely a lore with one of those. She's in the chariot. The chariot took one of them to a ball.
Cinderella.
Cinderella, there you go. Yeah, so Cinderella's horse.
It's not Cinderella's horse though.
It looks very similar to me.
Have you seen Cinderella?
No, I haven't.
Exactly. So.
All right, come on, Yoshio. I want to see some new monsters, man. We got the field spell, Apocalypse World, which we knew was coming from the preview. So we knew Yoshio was going to have the advantage in that regard. That's my favorite, the wolves. I mean, wolves are my favorite, probably, animal. Mm-hmm. So seeing them ride dirt bikes, I always love. He's got one of my favorite decks, Yoshio. It's such a weird matchup because you have these rough and tough monsters and then these like pop era monsters. Yeah. It's really it's interesting. That's his ace. I actually own that card. When I did the Rush Duel packs, I pulled that card.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it's his ace, but we see he's gonna win. He has another ace. We know that was such. I don't know why I didn't change my pick. In the preview image, he has another ace. And usually when you get another ace, although Mimi will probably use another ace too, so I don't know. No, I just. Yeah, now we got dual monsters on motorcycles. That's right, Davis. Yeah, I knew when they were going to cut to, like, their real personas. I knew it was going to be in, like, that style. We still haven't seen the image where Mimi is, like, crushed on the battlefield with the sword and the laptop. I don't know where that's going to fit in. I feel like there's been a lot of similar shots. That's a newish ace. Or no, that's the same Gorilla Boy.
Resurrected.
Yep. Gorilla Boy. He might have gotten trap hold, but I feel like if it was a trap hole, I would have seen it. A monster similar. Sorry, I forgot that effect. Alright, the horses are dead. He's doing good. Yoshio's, that was a cool shot. That was a cool shot. The classic hands in Yu-Gi-Oh! That looked pretty good. Just inflicted 2,500 points of damage. Mimi went from 57 to 32. She had a lot of life point increases on that first turn. Yoshio's at 3,000. There's a shot of Mimi crying because I guess her son is happy.
Look at him.
I know.
It's like Calibro.
It is. That's why Calibro picked him.
Yeah.
Because Calibro, yeah.
He related.
Yeah. It actually would be hilarious if Yoshio wins because Calibro picked him when he lost and then picked against him when he won.
Yeah.
I'm hoping just for that reason. All right. Commercial. Yoshio's got 3K life points. Mimi's got 32. Mimi's field is empty. Yoshio's got his gorilla rider, and we're at the halfway point. I think Mimi's turn, and then Yoshio's turn, and I think Yoshio's going to win it. Unless it's Mimi, then Yoshio, then maybe Mimi again.
Yeah, I think that's how it's going to go.
I don't know, man. I regret it. If I could change my pick right now, I'd change it. And that's probably the first time I've ever felt that way.
I should have stuck to my guns.
You should have.
You
should have, yeah.
Oh well, that's all right.
Let's see. Hopefully Mimi wins, because if Mimi wins, I won't deny that I regretted the pick, but I was so 50-50 on it. And I'm surprised so many people picked Mimi. But it really, I think so many people predicted her to win from the perspective of Team Yuga needs to start losing.
Yeah.
That's why I picked her. But let's see. I mean, we still got a lot of time left. We still probably got like 10 minutes left in this duel. There could be actually a few different turns here. Mimi's reviving her field. No, you cannot change your picks now. You cannot. All right, I think we got a new ace coming here. That's definitely an old monster. What monster is that? Right? At least I'm pretty sure it is. The one with 6 arms. I feel like I've definitely seen that monster before. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, we have an incubus or something of closeness. Yeah. Here we go. It could be Diane Keto. All right, here comes the new monster, I think. She's got some of the coolest monster. Oh no, it's Diane Keto. Okay. We got Diane Keto again. That's right, Diane Keto, the gold digging master. Just a great name. Really, depending on how long this turn goes, Mimi's chances to win go down, I think. If this turn goes for another, like, 4 minutes, I don't think there's going to be time for Mimi to have another turn. And we know Yoshio has another ace he's summoning. She's got a cool deck. I like her deck a lot, too. That was one thing I was really pumped about when this duel was announced, because I genuinely love the designs and the aesthetics of both of these decks. And this is great, because you have, like, the apocalyptic world, and then you have, like, the nightlife behind it. Because I think both of their, like, spells are in play. Yeah, now she's going through what she had to do to get to the top. I'm telling you, it's hard. Even for your kid, it's hard to throw that away. But she also doesn't... And maybe she'll win and Yoshio won't die. You know, maybe Neil won't suck him into the abyss. But yeah, if you work your ass off, man, it's hard to throw that away. He's going to have 100 life points. Yoshio won. Yoshio won. Yoshio won. Here comes the big comeback. The hat's off. Yeah, he's going to have a big moment here. $100 life points. Yeah, it's, yep, the field is set for the win. Man, he's actually pretty effed up.
The spaghetti.
This is the Neapolitan spaghetti, that's right. Yeah, the big protagonist speech. Let's see, though. I mean, you never know. Here comes the turn. It really, even now, I'm not convinced he's gonna win either. Like, it's so in the air right now, man. Here comes the new ace. Oh. Oh, that is awesome, dude. Oh, that is amazing.
God.
That is so freaking cool. What monster even is that? Dude, there is just... I think it's supposed to be a lion. There is just a massive monster driving like a Mack truck. Dude, that is... And we saw that in the preview. Why did I stick with Mimi, man? That is an awesome ace, dude. That is an awesome ace. I mean, it really is Mad Max. It really is. I don't know. I'm still not convinced, though. There's still a decent amount of time left. Oh, we're buffering. Oh, wait, no, are we?
We were a little
Yeah, okay,
bit,
we didn't lose it. Mimi does not look comfortable. I think if you had a trap or an effect in the grave, you'd feel a little better. We don't even know this monster's effect yet. Similar to the Kong, where it crushes two monsters. That was a cool visual effect. It gains the attack. It takes the level of the monsters times 100, 800. It increases the attack. Oh, that's not a huge boost. And then it probably attacks every monster. Probably attacks every monster. That's it. I think that's it. I think it attacks every monster. Damn, Yoshio with a pro-tag moment, dude. Dude, that is... Oh my god, dude, that is so sick. That is such a sick monster, man. Yeah, someone pointed out, I think he's saying that he's fighting for his mom, which is ironic because he's fighting against his mom. Yeah. She's at 100. Let's see. Let's see. The last attack's going through now. He's attacking Diane Keto. This is it if it goes through. I don't think Mimi has anything. She hasn't looked comfortable since this attack started. That's it. Yoshio wins. Yoshio wins. Yep. Mimi's mad. I wonder if Mimi's going to get revealed here. The mask cracked a little bit. Big win for Yoshio, man. Big win. Oh, God. He just... Oh, he just passed out. Now, are they gonna wonder, like, how or why... Oh, her mask just cracked. Yuga's not going to be surprised at all. Actually, the only one who was surprised was Rook. No one, everyone else, no one was surprised by that reveal. No one was surprised by that reveal except Rook.
Oh my god.
But I think they were surprised because I think Mimi said that she's his mom. Yeah, because now they look a little more surprised. I think, but I'm not positive. Obviously, you have to wait for subs on that. But yeah, Mimi's gonna become part of the crew, I think. Hole could open up and suck both of them in. They still got a penalty. They got a penalty because Neil is gonna say Mimi was part of Yuga's team. They got a penalty because Mimi's part of Yuga's team. What a plot twist, dude. And that's why Neil knew he couldn't lose. Genius. That was genius. I would imagine that's what it is. Oh, that's genius.
God.
Yeah, he's saying that Mimi was compromised and she was part of Yuga's team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dude, Neil, wow. Wow, so they got one of the 6 losses. Yeah. Roa got hit, Dinosaur Kid got hit, Bakuro got hit. All the people that Yuga have dueled so far got hit with an X on their duel disc, and Roa got hit too. Roa was in that scene as well.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They got a loss. They got a loss. What? Yep. So one of the 6 losses. That was a genius move by Neil. 4D chess for real, man. Yeah. Wow. No, I think Neil is going by the logic that Mimi, at that point, her true heart and motivations were to support Yuga, which is true in a way. That's... Wow. Wow, man. That was... I did not see that coming. The duel result does not surprise me. Again, I'm just surprised so many people picked Mimi. Including me. But wow. I did not think they were going to get a loss as well. That was solid. And the duel was really good. Again, just so unpredictable, which made it really good up until the end. And even though none of them, got sucked underground like the first 2 did, they got the loss, which counts all the same. And I think great episode for Mimi and for Yoshio as well.
I'm so mad.
You picked Yoshio.
I picked him.
I know.
That's where my heart was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang it.
Wow. I had said going into that is Mimi versus Yoshio is the hardest duel to pick so far. And I think when I count the votes, I think probably, from what I've seen, probably 90% of people got it wrong. Yeah. That's a chance where if you went with Yoshio, and I have to read the email, I know a few people went with Yoshio, including Solid Snack, who was like 17-1. So that's a huge win for him.
Oh my God.
If you went with Yoshio, you probably gained on 95% of people that are in the pick'em. And that's the beautiful thing about the pick'em. There are going to be duels like this where most people pick the wrong answer. There's always going to be room to climb up. We still probably have 70 duels left. It's never too late to join. Damn, that was the only duel where halfway through, just based on the way it was going, I said it halfway through that I would change my pick if I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. I picked Mimi, and I think so many people picked Mimi because you knew that Team Yuga had to start losing.
Yeah.
And they did lose.
Yeah.
And Mimi lost, too. I didn't see that coming.
I wish you didn't tell me who you picked and who everybody else picked before I decided. Because that did kind of skew.
Well, I waited until you picked Yoshio.
No.
Yeah, you can go back. I definitely waited until you picked Yoshio. Because I wouldn't have said who they decided because I didn't want to influence you. You picked Yoshio, and then I said, yep, everyone else picked Mimi. And then you changed it.
I don't think so, but it's not important.
We can go back. We can go back and watch. We'll save for the preview. Episode 21 is wild. And again, if you want to see all these pre-show reactions, they're unlisted on my channel.
In a playlist.
Yes. So just go to the playlist. One more commercial. Yeah, next week the Ramen Kid is dueling. They could get lost number 2, maybe? Because now we know they are going to play into that, you know? Yeah, we don't know when Gakuto was going to duel. But honestly, when Gakuto duels, that is not an in-the-book win for me. The way that they've kind of treated Gakuto's character. That's not an in-the-book win. Same with Roman. The next time Gakuto and Roman duel, that's the alien. Actually, a pretty cool design. Oh, it's a girl. Oh, wow. It's a girl alien. It looks like they're dueling in outer space. It looks like her hair is made of ramen. Dude, I don't know. This is just... it's gonna be weird, man. It's gonna be weird. Well, listen. It was a good episode, man. A lot of people picked wrong, but that's okay. That's what makes the Pick'em League so fun. Kate, thank you for being a part of the pre-show.
Of course.
Probably will be a consistent member of this segment. And thank you guys for the watch-along company and pre-show. We're going to be live in about 45 minutes with a Barrett Letty stream where we're just going to be talking to Barrett Letty for a while. So if you're interested in that, that'll be off the rails. Definitely check us out there. But yeah, really good episode story-wise. I agree, Galaxy Eyes. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who donated. TNX Rail, Jack Knight, Chris Raiders, and Nicholas Horton. You guys are amazing. And yeah, I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, everyone. I'll see you next time. Have a good weekend.